Unfortunately, we had to stop the tape for an hour, and I believe we left off at, you were talking about the torture chamber. That's what I recall it as. And you said that you believe that Peter Levinkovich?
Milinkovic.
I butchered it. Had opened up some kind of like U-Haul type truck, and there was a bunch of bodies in it. I think that's where we left off.
Yes. And I think we were actually winding down to the end of that actual scenario. From that point we moved on. And I think that's when, shortly thereafter, we came into the Ministry of Oil.
That was in Baghdad itself?
In Baghdad, yes.
Was there like a fight to get in Baghdad, or was it like in front of the company? Or I understood that there was like part of the company that got into like some kind of like firefighter.
Yes. And I'm struggling to remember where exactly that took place. I can see it in my head, and I remember 2nd Platoon, Lima Company, getting into, like, I was so jealous because they were the ones that got to get in. They got the most action to that point.
What platoon was that again?
2nd.
2nd Platoon.
Yes. And I'm almost positive it was 2nd Platoon at the time.
And it was pretty close quarters, from my understanding. It was like, they were like in grenade range.
Yeah, like a grenade landed amongst some of the NCOs, and nobody magically got, nobody got injured. Which to me leads me to believe that it was one of those plastic ones that is just like a concussion grenade. Like, we've seen them before. They're just plastic and they don't throw a frag. They're just, I don't know, stupid to me. But anyways.
That kind of you just throw in a room, and it's not designed to kill anyone, just to kind of stun.
See, that I don't know. See, it's because it's a foreign explosive to me. So maybe that's what they use it for. I don't know. I'm not a professional as far as that goes. But to me, the way the story was told to me is that, like, someone yelled grenade, 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 and there was like a bunch of NCOs around, within the vicinity, the near vicinity of it, and like someone went like this, and like it blew up, and everyone was like, like, all right, we're good, move on, like.
And this was 2nd Platoon too. Huh?
Yes, to my knowledge, I want to say that it was 2nd Platoon. Again, back then I didn't really know anybody from any of the other platoons. Like, there was a lot of the Marines in my platoon that knew Marines from other platoons and stuff, because like they went to SOI together, and then all of a sudden they all showed up to 3-7 Lima Company, and then they got split up into different platoons. Like, so they knew each other. Like, I showed up all by myself. Literally, like, the only Marine that got put into Lima Company from ARS on the East Coast. So like, I didn't know anybody. Amphibious Reconnaissance School.
So you and Rorschach,
Rorschach came from BRC, so he and I never met each other. He was basic reconnaissance school.
Okay, so y'all just happened to come in the Marine Corps thing, though. He just happened to be recruiter's assistants, and he got promoted before you, but y'all had about the same time in grade.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Rorschach actually got to the unit, I want to say, like a week, maybe 10 days after me. It was like something stupid like that. So it was like...
But he got promoted before you, so
yeah.
You were the last PFC.
Yes.
Like the last Mohicans or something like that.
Yeah, I was definitely the guy that got called for every working party, so it wasn't very long after I got here that I just learned to, like, whenever they said, we need some bodies, like, I gotta go. But as far as that contact goes, the end result, I remember... like, we stood by in support in case they needed us. 3rd Platoon did. They didn't end up needing us. Threat was neutralized. And then I remember finding a lot of weaponry, and then a tractor.
A lot of weaponry. You're just like laying around the city.
No, in this little compound that we were in where this little fight took place, and I wish I could remember more, but I just don't. A lot of, like, it was like an armory, like cleared out an armory and like drove over all the weapons with tracks.
Was that in a school? Because I remember Lieutenant Mejia was telling me that they found a bunch of stuff in school, and it took them a good part of the day just to take the stuff out so a track could run over it.
That, you know what, that could possibly be it. And